Mike just turned into a fucking Beyblade.
Really, nigga?
Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Snuck127 and welcome back to another video. Before we get into this video, I want to make a big disclaimer right here, right now. This technically is a sponsored video by the developers of Happy Dungeons. And I just want to let you guys know that beforehand, before making this video and before streaming this game, I was given in-game currency to give out to players and stuff like that for a giveaway on streams and while making content for this game. So technically this is a sponsored video. By legal obligations, I am obligated to tell you guys that beforehand. But just so you guys know, this isn't going to be swaying my opinion of the game or anything like that. I am still obligated to give you guys my honest feedback and give this game any positive and negative opinions and all that stuff coming straight from me. So I still have to be honest with you guys, just so you guys know, because I've been hooked up with in-game currency and stuff like that to represent this game. That does not mean I am allowed to lie to you guys about this game. But now that that's out of the way, let's get into it. Let's talk about Happy Dungeons for the PlayStation 4. Excuse me. So Happy Dungeons just launched for the PlayStation 4 September 12th. It's a free-to-play co-op hack and slash RPG, basically with little goofy chibi looking characters, has character customization and stuff like that. To my opinion, honestly, Happy Dungeons is pretty much your typical hack and slash loot up game. It has a couple different forms of currency. There are gems you can earn by paying through the PlayStation Store and earning them, or of course you can earn them by playing through the campaign, doing different events and stuff like that. You'd also have the coin currency, which you can actually just earn straight up in game, which also gives you access to buy the same items. Now obviously the gem currency, since it's the paid currency in the game, it's obviously worth more. You can obviously do more with that. It takes a lot more with the regular in-game currency earned to actually do stuff with. But that currency is also used for upgrading your weapons, gear, getting new stuff for your character, and everything like that. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys. One thing about this game is a majority of the gear and things you earn, besides random weapon drops from enemies and stuff like that, a lot of high-end tier gear is earned mostly through card packs. And in short, what these card packs are basically like supply drops, or loot crates and stuff like that you see in most common games, played everywhere today. It's a normal free to play business model. So I'm not going to sit here and say the game's pay to win or anything like that. But if you do throw some cash at the game and stuff like that, you can earn some decent gear and stuff like that pretty far ahead. But in the end, when it comes to earning gear and stuff like that, upgrading the gear in this game, upgrading your weapons and everything, is all specifically done through the actual currency you earn in game. You can't use the paid for gems to do that for you. So let's say you do earn a rare piece of gear in this game. Well, just because you went and got a rare piece of gear, that rare piece of gear, when you get it, is still going to be level 1. You still actually have to play the game and grind the actual currency that's inside of the game in order to do that. And that currency you can't buy. So I'll let you guys be the judge when it comes to the pay to win thing, kind of on that side. Sorry to talk so much about that topic, but whenever I give a first impressions or review a free to play game, the pay to win side is usually the part that people want to know most about. So I always tend to to jump on that topic and grab that first. This game features multiplayer, four player co-op. I'm not gonna lie, launch day the game was a bit laggy. They recently just released a patch this Thursday. By the time you guys see this video, it'll probably be Friday or Saturday to release a patch that addressed the lag a little bit, so that did help make things better. In all fairness though, this game is completely fully playable with cross region. I actually started playing the game about a week early because I downloaded the Japanese version, and all my progress from the Japanese version went straight over to the English version, so you can play with other regions. There is no region lock, so that is a really awesome thing. And my good guess is going to be that's probably what causes a majority of the lag, because I noticed when I play with people in my region, I have no lag issues at all, and this was pre-patch, before the patch was released, that helped the lag with the game. And when I play with people in other regions and stuff like that, anywhere from, you know, Europe, Japan, whatever, that's always, you know, when my games lag and stuff like that. I haven't got a chance to play the game too much since the patch, so I don't know how it's improved. If you guys want me to, I'll also release another video later on saying, you know, if that patch helped it and stuff like that. Now, Happy Dungeons, for the most part, it's pretty much a co-op RPG with a little bit of MMO aspects to it. You know, you have gear to farm, you have gear levels to raise and stuff like that. If you've played Onigiri, you're pretty much familiar with how it works, leveling up your gear. Your gear is basically leveled up by scrapping other weapons, items, and stuff like that you don't need. So, for example, I play the warrior class. It has a sword and has a shield. To upgrade that sword and shield, I just use, you know, old gear that I pick up and stuff like that, and infuse it into that piece of gear to just keep leveling it up. Every single piece of gear in this game has a level. I believe the gear levels can go as high as 70 or 80, maybe possibly higher. The game has a level cap of 50 or 60 from what I know for characters. I'm not too sure. Right now, I'm honestly only about level 10 or 11 myself. So if I'm wrong about those gear levels, guys, forgive me. I haven't quite hit endgame with this yet. They do add events and stuff like that into the game from time to time. I know coming within a week or so, there's going to be like some big boss event that comes around. When the game first launched, there was this little school dungeon event thing and stuff like that. I don't know if that was like, you know, for like a celebrating like a back to school thing or whatnot, but pretty much for the most part, it's just a fun co-op hack and slash RPG. I would honestly, you know, if you compare this game to anything, it's probably, you know, your typical dungeon crawler and stuff like that, like games like Diablo, Path of Exile, you know, anything, you know, with a overhead hack and slash kind of view. There are 3 classes in the game right now. You have the warrior, you have the mage, which, you know, specializes in AoE DPS, and then you have the cleric, you know, who's responsible for, you know, like healing, buffing, you know, stuff like that. Also has a bunch of DPS attacks of its own. Pretty much, you know, there's really no set way to formulate. There's no like triangle scheme. You don't have to do the whole tank heal DPS thing you do like in MMOs and stuff like that. You just pick the class you like, grind it out, you know, be happy with it, and, you know, just enjoy the game. Honestly, you know, it's just a dungeon crawler with a bunch of loot. It's very fun with multiplayer, very fun with friends. You can play with up to 4 people. That's for, you know, basic quests, dungeons, and stuff like that. There's a short tutorial you have to do in the beginning yourself. It basically just runs you through like one little prologue quest so you can get the hang of the combat and everything like that. And then once you do that, that's it. You can play with other people. You can join random lobbies. You can privatize your lobbies and stuff like that. And speaking of that, that's one thing they do need to work on with this game. I feel as though the lobby privacy really isn't too good. Like when you first start a match, you have to wait a second before you can push the appropriate button to privatize the lobby and things like that. In all fairness, you can just go to, you know, to create session and make your own private lobby right there. But even when you create a session, you have to, you know, wait before you can set the privacy and everything. And by that time, in that little amount of time, people can hop into your game like that, because people are thrown into these games quick. There's a lot of players on it right now, especially since the game is new. So I do think that, you know, the lobby privacy and things like that definitely do need a lot of work in this game. Just that, you know, some minor tweaks and everything with the server. And I also do believe, my last criticism for this game is, I do believe the tutorial could give you just a bit more in-depth showcasing on, you know, how some of the early stages of the games work, like, you know, the smithy, leveling up your weapons and stuff like that. I believe that all of that, you know, needs to be shown in the beginning tutorial instead of, you know, just as you unlock it later on, because like you'll notice in the tutorial in the beginning, they do a lot of, you know, like talking and discussion and stuff like that, giving, you know, detail on how you move. And then a lot of the stuff towards the end, when you want to, you know, learn about the smithy items and all those fun goodies and stuff like that, it's just, you know, a bunch of little scripts on the menu screens that you can easily skip over. And if you accidentally skip over all of that, then you're really not going to know how to raise your character to run harder content at all. So the only honestly 2 issues I really find with this game right now are server privacy issues. I do believe, you know, servers need a bit more customization for, you know, wanting to play with your friends and stuff like that. And of course, you know, the lag. But like I said, there's been a patch released to address it. I personally haven't got any hands-on time with the game since that patch is released yet. And last but not least, just be a little bit more in depth with the you know, the tutorials for learning, leveling your weapons, gear, and all that stuff. Because if you do accidentally skip those tutorials, you will be a little bit lost in this game. But other than that, it's a really fun co-op RPG dungeon crawler hack and slash kind of game. I think it's a lot of fun. I do believe you guys should check it out, and I want to give a special shout out to Toy Logic and the developers again for hooking me up with currency to give out on stream yesterday. But that's gonna wrap it up for my first impressions of Happy Dungeons for the PlayStation 4. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button for me, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tanek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.